Hi everybody, and welcome to our video series called Talking with Burcu, where we discuss all kinds of topics that affect us on a daily basis. My name is Alex, and with me, as always by my side, is my lovely wife Burcu, who happens to be a wonderful life coach.
Hello, everybody.
So today we will be discussing the topic of attachment and getting attached to things. So I guess at first then, what is attachment?
Attachment is the idea of having things that you wanna have in your life.
And is it good or bad to be attached to
It's
something?
actually really bad because when you are attached to things, you are hoping that when you get those things, you will feel certain way. Like, for example, you are hoping that if you get the promotion or that certain job, you are hoping that you will feel successful for the rest of your life. That's why it's bad, because at the end of the day, when you get the job, yes, you do feel good at the beginning, but that's not success, or that's not like pure happiness. You feel satisfied, but after a while, like maybe a few months later, you start to feel like your old self again. Attachment is bad at the end of the day because none of the toys you want in your life, this can be money, car, house, job, whatever it is for you, doesn't bring the emotions you are looking for you in your life in a long term.
So basically, getting attached to something, the reason, let's say, you get attached to something is because, well, you want to feel good, you want to feel happy, and you think that by getting this thing that you really want will make you feel happy. Whereas, we know, or at least you know, this is what you try to teach, is that real happiness comes from within.
Exactly.
Right? So, okay, I get it.
Good.
So, how do you know? Okay, so we know that getting attached is maybe not the best thing because it can lead to disappointment and all these kinds of things. But so how do you know when you're attached?
The first sign of attachment is feeling very impatient about things you want to have. For example, there's a certain type of house or car or like some sort of money, like you want to see that amount of money in your account, but you feel very impatient about them. You are like, where's the house I want? Where's the house I want? Where's my dream house? I want to move in now. I want to buy it now. I want to have it now because I want to feel rich. When you feel so impatient, you can know that you are very attached to it. I want to say something very short about attachment, being attached something versus following your inspiration. It's another subject for another video, but when you follow your inspirations, your dreams, you just feel inspired and you don't feel like you have to accomplish it right away. You don't feel that impatience in you because you just go for the joy. You just follow your dreams. You just go, you enjoy the journey because you are not like in the mindset of, oh my god, if I say you are writing a book, if I finish this book, if I sell it, I will be so famous, I will feel so successful, say. But instead of like just following your journey, oh my god, if I write this book and if people can get what I say, that will be so joyful. I will be sharing my inspiration with other people. So whenever you feel impatient, there's attachment.
So it's feeling impatient.
Yeah.
And we feel impatient because I guess we are seeking that feeling. Like we want to feel that feeling, and maybe we feel insecure or not good enough or something like that until we get that feeling.
We feel a lack of a feeling inside, deep down.
So then I guess that leads me to my next question is then how do we not get attached? How do we prevent getting attached?
To prevent getting attached, the first thing you will do is like being okay with that's funny to say, but being okay with not getting what you want. Instead of getting what you want, you will have another option, which we call it worst case scenario, that you will be happy with getting. Say, for example, you want to get a promotion in the company you are working for like 10 years. Oh my god, if I become a VP, I will be so good, I will be so rich, I will be so successful, I will be so cool, this and that. That's the attachment. And what can be your worst case scenario? What can you find instead of that thing making you feel good about yourself, what can it be? Like, what can it be? Maybe it can be a different company, maybe it can be a different position, maybe it can be even staying in the same position but still feeling good about yourself. But I don't want you to confuse this like being okay with what you have, not wanting more. I'm just talking about don't be obsessed with what you want, because you are looking for an emotion. Instead of looking for things to hoping that will bring you that emotion, just work on that emotion. Why don't you feel good enough without getting that promotion? Why don't you feel rich enough without getting that house? What make you feel not good enough as a child that you decided without getting certain things you will never accomplish that feeling?
So again, at the end of the day, it's really all about how you feel, right? Because if you really want something, it's like if you really want a promotion, because it's like you think you'll feel so good.
Yeah.
And currently where you are, maybe you think, oh, I don't feel good right now, but if I get this promotion or whatever, then I will feel good.
Yeah.
And this is the trap that I think a lot of people fall in, because then you attach you attach your feelings to something external, to something outside,
Yeah.
to an event, whereas really the core happiness comes from within. And this is why it's important to work on the core feelings that you're feeling right now. Can you feel good right now? Yeah, can you be grateful for the things that you have? Can you be okay with your worst case scenario? Maybe can you even fall in love with your worst case scenario?
Exactly.
Then you still go ahead for that thing that you want, but I guess you'll just feel so much lighter when you go forth with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you won't have this heavy burden on what if.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for watching us. Please like, subscribe, leave in the comments what other topics you would like to.
Or if you have any further questions about this video.
Yeah, and check out Borja's website, borjakliatskin.com, in the description below for other services. We'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.